Welcome to episode 23 of Lucy and Puck. It's another day in the Summer Dream household as they sleep in their beds. Yes, little James here, who is already most of the way through his childhood days, and he's reaching the top grades in elementary school. And of course, little Allie, little toddler, just starting out in the world, just learning her basic skills. Well, if we know one thing about toddlers, they don't sleep for a very long time, so already Allie is awake and making noise. Well, I guess it's time for Puck to get up and take care of her. After all, the Summer Dreams kind of have a reversal in the traditional family scheme of things, meaning Lucy, the wife, is the one who's going out working, and Puck is the one at home taking care of the kids. Of course, it's not entirely unheard of, but it's certainly a reversal from the traditional. But anyway, Puck is teaching Allie the very important skill of pooping in the toilet rather than anywhere else. Something that comes in handy for the rest of life. Yes, and Allie's just at the very beginning of this skill, and it's going to take her a while to develop it, but that's alright. Well, Puck's stomach is really growling. His hunger is way down, so he really wants to make some food for everyone. James is also awake, and being the good kid he is cleaning up that quite disgusting mess that was left over from who knows how long ago. But it's a wonderful thing to see them working together. Yes, Puck's culinary job might be a thing of the past, but the skills he learned are still helping him when it comes time to make food. Yep, that career did not pan out for him in any way, shape, or form. But that's okay. There's still plenty of time to try other things. Well, soon Lucy will be there because she is waking up. She has to go to work today. It's a campaign to run, after all. And, as I've said before, the Sims love pancakes. Yum, yum, yum. Pancakes, some of the most delicious things in existence. I don't think you're going to find too much argument on that. Well, it's daytime now as the family has their breakfast. Allie's still playing upstairs. Pretty soon it will be time for work and school. And Puck will have to get a nap because he's been up so long. He's getting tired. Well, Lucy decides to watch a little TV before work. After all, her fun is really low, and it's important to have a high fun level before you go to work. And Allie's up here playing with her little toy box, and she's already gained a logic skill, which is a wonderful thing. Definitely going to come in handy later in life. But Allie is also hungry, and she needs her bottle. So Puck's going to come downstairs and get it for her. Well, it seems like it's now time for everyone to head out the door. Or, at least, for Lucy and James. So, first, James gets on his bus, going off to school. And it's also time for Lucy to go off to work. Now all her skills are in order. Her fun is kind of low, but it's not that low. So, she's in pretty good position for a promotion, but we'll see what happens. Yes, Allie is finishing off her bottle as Puck decides to take her upstairs for a little diaper change. Yes, it turns out that the poor little toddler soiled herself at some point during the day, which is not really too unusual for toddlers, to be honest. But everyone knows that. So, now in a fresh diaper, Puck decides to put Allie down on the floor to play a little bit while he goes off and takes a nap. Now, don't worry, I'm pretty sure that there's some sort of block on the stairs so she can't fall down. We just can't see it. They're responsible people after all. So we'll skip ahead a little bit later on in the day after Puck's nap. And he decides to bring Allie to the porta potty once again to learn. But wait a minute, what's this? Something's different about Puck. What could it be? Not his clothes. He's not any taller. Oh yes. Puck has decided to grow out his beard. And he has done this because, well, after all, for all these years, he had to be clean-shaven for all his culinary jobs. Now he doesn't have to work anymore, at least for the moment. He's saying to himself, why bother shaving? I'm just going to let it grow out, because it's something he's never done. So, here we have Puck with his full beard. It's going to be interesting to see how everyone else will react to him now that he has this major facial change. Well, it's time for Puck to take another nap, because he wants to be very well prepared for everyone else getting home. Later on, he's making his food while Lucy arrives home from work. Yes, here she is. And guess what, everybody? Yes, Lucy has received her promotion. She is now a state senator, or a state assembly person, working in the state government, which is really awesome. She must have won the election. And also, James is doing very well in his school. Always wanted to keep up on the politics, of course. Lucy is bringing in the paper to read. It's doubtful she even sees Puck's beard because she has her eyes right on the paper. And Puck is just chowing away on his hamburger. Fortunately, his hunger is all good now. Well, Allie's little nap is finished, and Lucy decides to come up and pick her up. Yes, Allie has seen her daddy a lot recently, but not her mommy so much. So Lucy decides to spend some quality time with her young daughter, whom she loves very, very much. The first girl of the generation. Well, Puck decides to take a little break from everything else he's doing and play some piano. As you can hear, he's getting quite good. Meanwhile, James is going for a little swim in the pool to build up some body skills and exercise and have some fun now that he's home from school. But he doesn't want to shirk his responsibilities for too long because James needs to do his homework. And he wants to ask his old dad for some help with his homework. Of course, James notices the new beard, but I don't think that James has too much to say about it. He probably thinks it's cool. Makes his dad look like makes him look interesting. So Lucy comes down and sees what everything is going on. And another boy from down the street comes over and he's invited in to play. Lucy isn't quite so good at the piano, but she's getting better. Yeah, I don't think Lucy likes Puck's beard quite so much. She likes Puck clean shaven, and she's not sure why he grew it out. But anyway, the homework is done, and now it's almost time for dinner again, so Puck is going to make yet another meal. This time, though, Lucy wants to invite her sister Amanda over for dinner because Amanda, as we know, has been hitting a tough time, and Lucy thought it would be very sisterly of her to invite her over. So James and his friend are playing some video games while Puck prepares a meal. Of course, Allie can join in on this dinner here. As we can see, Puck gives Allie her own plate. Of course, the spaghetti on the plate is probably chopped up into very little pieces so she doesn't choke. And of course, Amanda is here too, enjoying this family gathering. Amanda does like coming over to this house very often. I'm sure she has somebody watching after the boys while she's here. Yeah, it's very interesting, the different paths they've taken. They are, after all, identical twin sisters. But they now look very different. Amanda is certainly a lot slimmer, but Lucy is much more successful in her career because Amanda has taken a lot of time away from the police station. She'll return soon, though. Well, anyway, Amanda's having a very good time with Allie here. Yeah, she enjoys her little niece. And they're very friendly together. Amanda, I'm sure, has always wanted a girl, even though she loves her two boys very much. But she enjoys coming over and seeing Allie here. Well, Lucy is going off to bed. She's very tired. And the other two will probably not be too long to follow. After all, it is an exhausting day doing all that they do. So, they're going off to bed. Of course, James is taking a shower first and using the bathroom. And Amanda decides it's about time to bring little Allie to bed because Allie is showing signs of being tired. So being the very nice aunt that she is, or aunt if you pronounce it that way, comes up to the area up there and gives her her little bed. Or puts her in her little bed, I should say. After that, Amanda sneaks down to see if she can beat some of Lucy's high scores on video games. When James decides to chat with her a little bit before bed, he tells her all about how his father's been acting weird lately, and his parents don't quite talk as much as they once did, and it worries him a little bit. Amanda doesn't really know too much of what to make of all that, but she decides to go on a moonlight swim. Puck, who is very restless, decides to come join her once he sees her swimming there. After all, he's going through a lot of stuff right now with the failure of his culinary career and really wondering what he's doing. So yes, he talks to Amanda about Lucy, and Puck has to admit that Amanda's held her figure quite a lot better throughout the years than Lucy did. After all, they were about the same size when they were teenagers, when Puck first met them. But anyway, it's time for Puck to join Lucy in bed. Little rest before the next day. And that brings us to the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to many, many more. So, good night to the Summer Dreams, and so long, everybody.